What's up, guys? This is a sport update. Haven't made a football review in a while, so I'm going to be making one today. Happy holidays for all of you that celebrated. They're gone now, so we'll see them next year. But today in the Serie A was Napoli versus Roma at the Stadio San Paolo in Napoli, and it was a pretty good game. These two always have good games, just like Napoli, Inter, and Juve. But surprisingly today, Juventus lost at home, I believe, 2-1 against Sampdoria, who was playing with 10 men. And at Udinese, wow, they just completely destroyed Inter Milan, with Di Natale scoring 2 goals, I believe. So this helped in Napoli's favor, and all they had to do was win. So we're going to go over the game. First half, 3 minutes into the game, Goran Pandev sets up Cavani wonderfully, and Cavani puts it in. Roma's goalkeeper got a hand on it, but it didn't deflect too much or that much of what it needed to send it out for out of bounds. However, it went into the net. So Cavani scored his first goal of the game going into the 3rd minute. And for the rest of the first half, Napoli kind of dropped back. Roma was pushing up front. Totti right now has kind of been their most consistent player besides Osvaldo, who did not play in the first half. So, I mean, Roma was kind of making mistakes, just like Napoli was, passes, errors, and you know they had nothing going. So Napoli luckily was able to hold the 1-0 lead going into the first half, the end of the first half. De Sanctis was pretty good today. He made saves that he needed to, and he cleared out the ball. Napoli's defense was okay in the first half. They didn't let anything go in, obviously, but they have to be more tight. And Roma just made errors, and that's what cost them in the second half, because coming out of the second half, it was just their errors that Napoli was a better team and was able to capitalize on, because they weren't really making their own offense. Cavani was consistent when he got the ball, but he also made some mistakes himself. Inler didn't have too great of a game today, and he ended up coming out in the second half as well. You know, the most consistent player for Napoli, I would say, maybe Behrami was great on defense. He was tackling the ball, getting it back for Napoli a lot. But Cavani, when he got touches, he put them in, because he scored 2 more goals in the second half. With a goal, I believe the second one was another breakaway, or it was just a chip in. There was a lot of people in the box. He was able to get the ball and get it past the goalkeeper for his second goal. The third one came off a cross. I believe it was a corner kick. It was a header, and he got it between the goalkeeper. It was Roma's goalkeeper's fault there. But Cavani scored a hat-trick, and Napoli was up 3-0 until Pablo Osvaldo, the substitute who came in for Mattia Destro, was able to score a goal and get one back for Roma, so they weren't shut out. It was 3-1, but it really didn't matter at that point. It was still 20 minutes left in the game. It was about the 70th minute. But Napoli, you know, they seemed to have control. And then Maggio was on a breakaway. He got a long pass. Roma's goalkeeper came out and deflected the ball. However, Maggio was able to track it down and get it past the defender, scoring a goal, and he dedicated it to his son, I believe. And he scored one, I believe, his first of the year, if I'm not mistaken. But he scored one to make it 4-1. And then Insigne came on later on, but in the last 5 minutes or so. And, you know, he didn't score or anything, but he came on as the final substitution. But Napoli goes on to win 4-1, and now they are in 3rd place behind Juventus by 7 points. I'm going to look right now just to make sure. The standings are 44 points for Juventus, 39 for Lazio, and then 37 for Napoli, because they were deducted 2 points. Otherwise, they would have been tied today. But Fiorentina and Inter, who both lost, stay at 35, and then Roma's at 32, Milan at 30. So it's pretty tight between the top 6, 7 teams. So, you know, it's a tight race. Juventus doesn't have it, you know, in their, you know, they don't have it completely yet, because if they keep losing, teams can catch up to them. They're only 7 points ahead, unlike the BPL, who's really far ahead. So, let me know what you guys thought of the game. Napoli, you know, they weren't dominant, but they were able to capitalize on Roma's errors, and De Sanctis was good, and Cavani, a hat-trick. He's been consistent, scores a lot. So, let me know what you guys feel about the game. Again, the result was 4-1, and thanks for watching. Peace. Please subscribe.